So, I just finished season 2 of Narcos on Netflix, and I wanted to kind of give a quick summary of season 1 and 2. They were both fucking dope. I fuck with Narcos heavy. Know a whole bunch about Pablo's life that I didn't know before. Know a lot more about cocaine that I didn't know before. But it's a great show. Most of it is in Spanish, so if you don't know Spanish, you know what I'm saying, you can learn a few words. They got subtitles. Um, Only time you really hear English on the show is when the DEA agent is, what I'm saying, giving his little narration ting, and the other guy. And I don't know, it's just not too much English in the show, but it's all good. I still watch it. I still like it. I barely even notice it. And I'm sitting there reading the whole time because, I don't know Spanish. But it's a great show, man. A lot of violence. I think it's pretty cool that Netflix can do a show that fucking good, because it was kind of HBO level. I mean, they didn't really have too much sex going on or anything, but as far as the violence, like, shit was fucking crazy. And to like know that Pablo Escobar did all this shit, like, this man was legit a fucking terrorist at one point, and nobody could find him, so it's pretty crazy. But back in the day, it was different, you know what I'm saying? Like, they ain't have all the shit we got now, so, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to go off the grid, it was a little easier. But you can't do that shit these days because they'll just put a satellite out for your bitch ass and they'll have you in no time. So I don't even know how people still do all this drug trafficking shit, but kudos to them because got the weed coming in for the low, and I appreciate that. But it's crazy, man. Like, that whole drug trafficker lifestyle is pretty fucking intense. You know what I'm saying? You pretty much, if you're gonna enter that lifestyle, you pretty much have to take what comes with it, which is murder, kidnapping, bribes, all kind of shit. So you gotta just be a different kind of person to even jump into that kind of shit. And Pablo Escobar was definitely with the shits. So kudos to him for creating a drug empire, and I don't know how long he ran this shit for, but it seemed like it was going on for a while. But I think they said his net worth was around $30 billion. He was like the 7th richest man in the world, which is pretty fucking disgusting when you really think about it. Like, this is a fucking drug dealer in the Forbes list. Y'all, I don't know, but it was cool. But season 3 is on Netflix right now. I don't know if I'm about to jump into it. I'm still kind of watching Lost too, and I know I haven't posted a Lost review on here forever. I knew I was gonna do more of those, but it turns out every time like I finish the season of Lost, like when I finished season 2, I was like, I want to do my season 2 review, but then I started watching episodes of season 3, and it's like, well, I don't want to do it because I already started watching season 3, so I'll just do 2 and 3 together, and it just kept happening and happening. So now I'm pretty much almost done with season 5, and still have yet to do a season 2 review, so I'm probably just gonna lump all that shit together because it's not really that serious. It's just me throwing my thoughts out there about the show. But as far as Narcos, man, I gotta give it an 8 out of 10 because I think I remember when I was first reading about the show, like people in Pablo's, that's like people that were close to Pablo didn't really like it, and they thought some things were inaccurate. But at the same time, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't get to write the show. You don't get to say what's going on, and of course everything's not true. Like the terroristic shit he did was true, but as far as like, I don't know, some of the scenes where it's just him and his people, like, they got to make some of that shit up because they weren't there. So you can't really fault people for coming up with scenes and shit like that. Like, oh my god, like that didn't happen. Like, of course it didn't happen. Like, I had to write it in because I wasn't there. So I figure, you know what I'm saying, if you have a person's personality and how they usually act and their fucking, like, their tendencies, then you can write about them. Like, but I definitely am interested about season 3 because spoiler alert, Pablo Escobar dies at the end of season 2, last episode, and there's a season 3. So I'm like, what's season 3 about? It's because it's not about Pablo, obviously. So maybe it's about like the downfall of his empire. I mean, his empire pretty much was already dead before he died. But I don't know. A cool thing I thought might have happened with Narcos is they might just go to another narco. And I was thinking perfect candidate would be El Chapo, and seeing his story and like the kind of Narcos setup would be hella dope because El Chapo is kind of fresher in our memory than Pablo because you know El Chapo is still alive and he's still doing fuckery, breaking out of jail every other year. And I don't know, it's just I kind of wanted to know more about El Chapo because he sounds like a crazy motherfucker. But seems like he learned everything he knows from Pablo. Well, pretty much everybody did. He's kind of the gold standard as far as the fuck shit. But this is my little review, quick review for Narcos season 1 and 2. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's on Netflix. If you don't got Netflix, I don't know what to tell you, man, because this shit's hella cheap, hella affordable. If you got T-Mobile, I think they're giving Netflix for free now, so it's pretty hard not to have Netflix. So if you don't have it, I don't know what to tell you. You can just try to find the shit on YouTube. I mean, why don't you have Netflix? Just get Netflix or use somebody else's. It's not that hard. But definitely check it out. I give it an 8 out of 10. I'm gonna watch season 3. Interested about it. Don't know what it's about. Didn't really watch any previews or anything like that. But I do know at the end of season 2, they were kind of bringing up the Cali cartel, which I ain't never heard of ever in life. So that'll be cool to see what the fuck they got going on. And seeing, I mean, I don't really want them to bring them down, but if that's what happens, that's what happens. So whatevs. But it's the end of the review. Like, comment, subscribe. More reviews, reactions, all that fuck shit coming soon. And that's it.